Okay, lawn fans, you ready? So let's talk about the summer heat and your grass and what you can do to keep your grass the greenest. Now, you can't get behind the 8 ball on this. You have to start this game early, and you're still at the point right now where you can get the process started and have great results this summer. But the number one thing is water. Water, 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 without breaking the bank. You need to get you some tuna fish cans and go out to the various points in your yard, no matter if you use impact sprinklers or if you have an irrigation system. Put those tuna fish cans out and measure an inch out in that tuna fish can. Then you're going to time how long it takes for your sprinkler to fill that up to an inch high. Your lawn should be getting an inch worth of water every week. Now what you want to do is you want to break that down to 2 times a week, half an inch. So put you a half an inch worth of water at the beginning of the week, half an inch at the end of the week. Now when you hit the big time heat of the summer, July to August, you may have to do something that's called syringing in the middle of the day, and it's pretty simple. All you do is you put some water on parts of your yard that get that bluish gray look or that get a hot spot on it. Put it on there for 5 minutes. Cool it off and you're good to go. But water is the most important thing that you can do. 2 times a week, half an inch each time. Sink the water down into the ground. The roots will stretch down to get that water, and you'll get deeper roots, which will make your yard greener for longer and keep you from getting it burned out, toasty, crispy, whatever you want to call it. That's number one. Number two, you've got to get something on your yard that's going to help with the summer stress. Potassium. You got NPK. N's for nitrogen, P's for phosphorus, K is for potassium. It's the third number on each bag. I put out a product that's got 20% potassium in it to get it ready. It's a summer stress blend to get it ready for the summer. I've put that out, I've watered it in thoroughly, I've done 2 spoon feeding applications of that, and I think that's going to do pretty good for my yard. The next thing, you need to find something that's going to help pull humidity out from the air and bring it down to the roots of the plant being the grass. You can find that in the form of Hydretain, you can find it in the form of CK, you can find it mixed in with other products. One product that I use is BioPro's Multi-Purpose Plus. It's got Hydretain in it, and it just pulls that humidity out of the air, pulls it down in through the leaves and down to the roots, and it gives it the moisture that you need. It's a soil moistener and helps out the plant being, again, the grass. 3 things there. Number 1, water. Number 2, potassium. Number 3, some type of moisture agent that helps the soil retain moisture. So when you get around to putting a product like Hydretain, CK, something like that out on your yard, you can't just go out there in the middle of the day at 12 o'clock when it's already 80-something degrees, spray it on your yard and walk back inside and turn the Flintstones back on. You have to wet your yard, wet the soil at the coolest part of the day. Put the product on your yard and then water it in. Now I do this in several different ways, or several different stages. I've got 6,000 square feet and I break it down into 6 different zones. Each zone I water, I put the product on, and then I water it in. I move to the next zone, water the soil, put the product on, I water it in. Move to the next zone. You get what I'm saying. You cannot put this on dry soil. It will not work if you put it on dry soil. It will not work if you put it on in the heat of the day. This stuff's not cheap. It's not expensive, but it's not cheap. If you want the bang for your buck, water the soil, put the product on, water it in. Now they say Hydretain's good for 3 months. I believe that's what the bottle says, and I'm going to put pictures of these products up as I'm talking so you can see what they are. I'm not an affiliate, I'm not getting paid for this, I'm not advertising for them. When I started my channel, I told you guys that I was going to tell you what I've done good and what I've done bad. As far as being able to keep my grass green during the hot summer months, I've done well at that. As far as screwing things up, I've sprayed Roundup around my edges and burned my grass up doing that. I do stupid stuff. And anybody that's a lawn guy that tells you they don't do things to screw up, they ain't telling you the truth. So, let's take a look at some things. Here's the putting green. It's filling in pretty good. It should be done by the end of this week. I've got these last little places here. You guys want me to roll a ball or two? We'll do it. Let's see if I can catch them in the frame here. And here's one. Pretty good. And two. Pretty good. It's good and thick. Let's look at that. That's good and thick right there. Now, this entire area used to be covered in this juniper rug right here, by the way. The entire area when we moved in. All of this, all the way over to those shrubs. Let's take a look here at the main yard. It is 6 o'clock in the evening. And I still got seed heads in the yard, but they should be done. They are starting to be eliminated by the weather and the soil and the grass getting acclimated all together. But she's looking pretty good too. I can't complain. I'm gonna take you down here to a test plot is what we are gonna call it here. And this area has gotten prodiamine 007, so 7% potassium. It has gotten Humichar, and it has gotten a fungus treatment, what is that, Disease X by Scott's. And it's not as green as the rest up here, but I want to see what I can do with this without putting nitrogen on it. So this is where we're at right now, and today is June the 1st. You can definitely see a color difference from up there on the putting green down to here. From the front yard, the sun's sitting on it weird right now, so you probably can't tell, to right here. But I babied this putting green. Multiple applications of Humichar, multiple rounds of Scott's 92% nitrogen with the water retention pellets. I put a stress blend on here by Yard Mastery. Some other soil conditioners, RGS by Next, that's that root growth stimulator. Aerate. I actually got out here with a power drill and the longest drill bit that I had and hand aerated this thing one day, and you would not believe how green it got after that. And I'll probably end up doing that again. I may do it this weekend before I do the masonry sanding on this. So that's it. It's Bermuda Brine. It's June the 1st. We were talking about water, talking about green grass, and having a good time in the yard. Y'all have a good one. Bermuda Brine out.